Hello there everyone, welcome back to my streams. How have you all been doing? It's been nearly a week. I'll be continuing on with my New Game Plus grind. Just been extremely tired. But it'll be a bit of a short stream today just to get back into it. Tomorrow's my free day so I can stream longer then. So yeah. Last stream, this was chapter 10 I believe. Right, 2 Legion arms. I can upgrade my weapon. I can finish this one. I can finish this one. I'll just save up for a little bit first.
In times like these, when truth and lies are blurred, I trust Alidoro. He wants to save people and seek out the truth. Anyhow, you gave me the... Take this in return. Consider it a gift suitable. Life is short. All I can do is...
Found that one, found this one, found that one.
Whatever choice you make, I shall wait for you.
I always will.
At the house.
Um, 41. No, 31 from the base game plus 10 in the DLC. That's 41. I found 20. So I found another 20. So I need another 20. Another 11.
By the way, do you remember when I mentioned my partner? I got a distress signal from him. His last location was Crotz Central Station. But my gear won't protect me from the petrification. Can you find him for me? Thanks. My partner's name is Atkinson. I think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Crotz.
No matter what, serving her can... Kill me. I'm a human. Just a soldier. Are you a stalker? Name's Atkins. Quiet militia. The suburbs are sealed off. There's no escape. Communications cut off too. Someone planned this all out. No idea who. Above my pay grade. If you meet someone named Bell in the city, tell her Atkinson died. A soldier.
Oh! Oh, you can kill him. Okay, I think I should start the DLC.
Whatever choice you...
Good to see you. I was getting worried waiting this long. The situation here seems to be getting... Soldiers like me are blunt. So give it to me straight. Is my partner safe? This is Atkinson's handwriting on the letter. When we came to Crop, I never thought it would end like this. Sometimes you meet people who make you believe they'll always be with you. But a life can be snuffed out at any moment. I need to stay alive to notify others of his death. But it feels like something inside me has died as well. Anyway, I appreciate knowing what happened. I mean it.
Oh, so yeah, Cripple Rock, welcome back. Yeah, took a bit of a break, pretty much a 5-day break. Hope you're well. And yeah, Liza P. So plays like Bloodborne and standard Dark Souls, but also has enough tools, gives you enough tools to play it like Kazan. Like if you can't beat it in the traditionals. Yeah, was feeling tired, but also kind of like, I want to start doing something else as well. Yeah, this weapon is the Gunblade. Yeah, the game gives you, like, you see, so this game you can mix and match the blade and the handles to create your own playstyle weapon, and each blade and handle has its own fable arts, which is basically special arts that consume magic per se. And these ones here, the ones that you can't shuffle along, are the boss weapons. These are boss weapons that you trade the souls in for. And, good thing, outfits. You get gestures, you get different outfits. Outfits do nothing. Outfits are not associated with stats, they're just for looks. These frames, converters, insulations, cartridges, they're basically your defense items. Different arms, all the good stuff. So standard rolls, sprint, jump, all that stuff. This is the Gunblade. It's almost like a reference to Final Fantasy VIII. And I'm gonna start the DLC in this playthrough, starting it early. The first time I did this DLC was after I finished the main game, but before starting a New Game Plus. Now I'm doing it in line with New Game Plus, because apparently you can see the changes as well. You can see the changes as well in that affect the main game. Before finishing it, of course. But yeah, feeling really tired recently.
Hey, wakey. Oh, come on, pal, get up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out.
So you see, compared to the cover art, I have long hair, whereas in the cover art of the game, it's short black hair. It's because his hairstyle and color changes depending on on the ending that you picked and your humanity level kind of deal. And you have a grindstone that keeps your weapon sharp. Because if you remember, in Demon Souls, if you had to go to a blacksmith to repair your weapon, here you repair it on the fly, but if it's truly broken, you have to repair it at a blacksmith. So it's best to keep it repaired yourself.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
And technically, this is not a AAA game. It's the company's. It's like a high quality AA game. And you have different arms. Your and the enemy is stunned, you can now do a heavy attack to do massive amounts of damage. That's the stagger. Every enemy has like a hidden stagger meter, like in Kazan, where there's like you break their stamina bar, they stagger for a bit before you can do heavy damage to them. Same principle. Also, this game has god-tier music. But funny thing, look, you have French soundtracks, but the story of Pinocchio is an Italian book. So this game is based on an Italian book, but that's set in France for some reason. Like the design and the clothing is very French-esque.
How can it be winter all of a sudden? And where exactly are we?
And also, I just recently learnt that the reason we have no news on Kazan's DLC or anything Kazan updates related is because the developers for Kazan are on strike against their parent company. They went on strike.
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Crocodile Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Work conditions per se, or underpaid staff, the usual shebang. And yes, this game also has a parry system. If you perfect block, this is what I mean. So if you perfect block, you won't take damage, but you lose stamina. And if you miss and if you just block, you take stamina damage and you lose your health. But the health you can regain if you attack the enemy before the secondary health bar disappears. But this is why we mean the game is so punishing. It's punishing and not as rewarding as Bloodborne. Bloodborne, you get attacked, you attack them for your health back. Whereas here, Sekiro, there's no health, there's no stamina bar. Is there anything you want to ask about this game, Purple Rock? Is there an... Yes, there's a weight limit. It's affected by standard soul stuff you see up above. Weight limit, the carry weight limit, it impacts your stamina recovery and how fast you roll. But this game has a dedicated stat to that. It's called capacity. It impacts your weight. It impacts you level it up to increase your carry weight. And your Legion bar, which is basically your arm's special ability bar. It increases that also. Just the bar has more things that you can level up to get more uses out of it. And you have a P organ. Yes, that thing is called the P organ, the PP organ. It's basically his heart. You find special currency called quartz in the game world. There's a limited amount per game cycle. From what I found, 31. 31 in the base game and 10 in the DLC. So that for a combined of 41, you upgrade. There's an upgrade tree, like a attribute tree. You just have to keep buying these things that gradually enhance your stuff to fill it out to get more heals, more different abilities and stuff to enhance your gameplay. And I aim to max it out. There's not enough abilities to fill out all the spots, per se.
Please, someone, save me. Madam Stalker, is it you? You've come back. Oh, no, you're not. I thought she'd return to save me. The Stalker with red hair. She helped me escape, brought me here. The bounty blinded me. My greed, my ambition. One mortal wound puts an end to it all. But I did find something. A clue. At the Savannah Experience Center. Go there if you see her. The red-haired stalker. Give her my thanks. Tell her this isn't her fault. Merely the death of a pathetic fool. Blinded by greed.
Yeah, I guess. And the thing is, you can respec anytime. You see that second currency up above? The blue one is your souls. There's a gold one up there. That one is your... In this game, it's called the gold tree... No, gold coin fruit. You spend those to respec or to buy special stuff. The gunblade is really fun. It stacks with strength in the strength of this game called motivity. Alright, that's the correct path. So it's scales of strength. So it's just kind of fun to use. I have another weapon. This one, it's called the Huando. It's it's actually called, it's a parry sword. So this animation, that's the parry window, but it is so damn tight. That's just the rope. That's a rope. You can pull enemies towards you or yourself towards them. This game gets compared to Sekiro. I compare it to Sekiro a bit. I don't think the parry this game's parry window is so damn tighter than Sekiro. I actually actively hate the parry. No, I don't know, not hate, but like I don't like it as much as I would because of the parry. Because you see, in Sekiro when you parry pulling. Not the big ones, not the big ones. You have to pull yourself towards them. You can't pull them towards you. You see, so in Sekiro, this is the block, right? By tapping it, like that, in Sekiro, you just tap it. By tapping it, you activate your block, no, you activate the parry frames. So even if you miss the perfect block, it still does even if you miss the perfect parry, it still does the normal blocking. But here, the window is like right before the blade goes towards your face. It's like that small of a gap. So it makes it really damn hard to do a parry. Or like, you have to be really precise. There's different arms also, but this arm is just the one I find my fancy going towards. There's a flame arm, there's a electricity arm, there's a shield arm that makes you look like Kratos with the Spartan shield. There's a gun arm, there's a poison arm. There's lots of different arms. 10 in total, including the DLC. Also, you get a bow in this from this game. You get a bow, which is really cool to use. And you look so badass when you walk towards the enemy while sharpening your blade. we're fighting mutated elephants. So it starts off the same as like Bloodborne. First you fight against puppets of the game, and then it slowly becomes more cosmic horror. You see monsters like human hubris monsters. Royal Horn Bow. Also, the boss fights in this DLC are absolutely insane. They do so much damage. American style. Attaching a gun to a blade to no, attaching a gun to a blade.
Clearly, we're still in Krog, but the zoo's still standing and intact. Is it possible that the Stargazer sent us back in time? Because I remember a day like this, a day when snow was falling on the zoo.
I would say they're much harder than Demon Souls. They're on the same vein as Kazan's bosses. Because it's very difficult to compare it to Japanese, to the Japanese FromSoft games in terms of boss difficulty. I would use a Korean game, so I would use Kazan as a comparison. Yep, the rope just makes it easier to avoid damage. So if you're in the air, unlike for some enemies, you can dodge. If you launch yourself up into the air, you won't get hit. Unless the enemy has a wide, huge-ass AoE attack that knocks you out. What time is it? Is jumping a skill? This one? No, this one is a standard ability. Standard jump. You have a standard jump, but it's more like a leap than a jump.
Seven out of 10, and I'm being generous.
There's a lot of hidden rewards here. Like if you do emotes in certain situations, you can either you get some hidden rewards out of it. And because this is a Korean game, you get Korean Easter eggs here and there. You see, this game is what I mean by when it's too punishing. If you block, you lose stamina, but if you block, you lose stamina. If you perfect guard, you lose stamina. You just lose stamina, all in all. There's no give or take. Which is why I would rank this below Bloodborne or even Sekiro. You just lose. It's like a lose-lose situation. You have to kind of either dodge out of the way or just do other shit to avoid getting hit. Look, that's a mutated kangaroo. We Australians are being represented. It really depends on which one you like better because, as I said, there are quartz upgrades that they give you to you can either use, for example, you can upgrade the path, you can get both at the same time, but you can either upgrade yourself to consume less stamina when dodging, and you can also upgrade yourself to do perfect parries that break enemies' weapons, but that takes a lot of time and skill to do. If you break an enemy's weapon, they have, for example, a long sword. If you break the long sword, they have a smaller range and they do slightly less damage. Or you can upgrade yourself to blocking. You have a higher, it takes less health from you, and when you attack them, you regain more of your health back.
No doubt about it. This is definitely Crot Zoo. I'd stake my life on it. If, I was alive, anyway. This doesn't make sense. Crot Zoo burned down after the frenzy began. But this place looks fine. Well, aside from all the corpses. How is this still standing?
Like if you're an OCD completionist like me, you would level up everything, but if you like a standard player, you could just upgrade whichever path you feel is good for you. And here you go, this is the different Legion arms. That's the standard arm. Yeah, they give you options. But you can just go both ways at the same time. This is your electric arm, this is your fire arm, this is your landmine arm, this is your acid arm, this is your shield arm. It plays a very tight window, but you can counter attack immediately with it. This is your cannon arm. This is your shuriken arm. This is your double barrel shotgun arm. And this game has the same thing as Kazan with elite enemies. That give you that's a one-time thing, and they don't respawn afterwards. You see, that's an elite enemy. You kill that guy, it doesn't respawn ever until the next gameplay cycle. It's really cool how in the Gunblade, it's like he uses the gun's propeller, like the gun's the explosive power of the shot to propel him forward, and all that stuff.
Alchemists? What are they doing here?
And yes, alchemists in this game are the true baddies. The true bad guys of the game.
There must have been a fight. But this much blood. Someone is dying or dead.
Romeo. So yeah, the whole game, the whole story is almost like a tragedy played out. Yes. Like, what you... Usually DLCs are harder than the base game. This game is no exception to that rule. Oh, fuck off. You see that shit? That is so damn annoying. Of course, the gunblade is kind of like a situational weapon at the same time. No problem. Welcome back, welcome back. We're about to face the first mini-boss. I count in this game enemies that give you a huge ass, like, noticeable health bar, but no trophy to be a mini-boss. Alright, let me show you the weapon customization.
I know my way around.
So for example, upgrade weapon, that's just the standard, standard stuff. Assemble weapon, you see here? This weapon is kind of like different weapons with different handles. You can make the most cursed shit you can ever make. I once put a straight sword, no, a rapier, which is basically like, you know fencing? Like the sports fencing? That kind of thin poking sword? I put that onto a stick, so in the end it looks a bit like a fucking pool stick. Like I'm whacking somebody with a pool stick. Yeah, you see this wintry rapier's blade? I then slapped on a, I believe it's an acidic, this one? I did this. Also, you have a training ground here. So that weapon I just made. Here it is. Look at this. It's a fucking... You see? And because of the mixing and matching, you get different arts, like, but now I just got a fucking pimp stick.
I know.
Yes, so yeah, you can make the most cursed shit I'm not supposed to have this many weapons. They're not cursed, they're based as fuck. Hey Mew, good day. Going through the DLC now, again. But I'm just trying to fix things. Pimp stabbing your enemies, yes. Hope you're well today, Mew. It's been a couple of days since I last streamed. Just been really tired from working. Excuse me for a second, a quick loo break, and then we'll face the first mini-boss. Work? Fuck work, just hit the lotto? I wish I was that lucky. Oh, speaking of which, because I've told Cripple Rock this, but my cousin, he's a bit of a gambler, like his side of the family. So he went to play roulette, and and the roulette that they have here, there's sometimes a times 200 on the number. So so basically he bets about $40 on a number that happened to have a times 500. So in the end, he won 20Ks. And my dad doesn't really like me. My dad does not have a good experience with gambling. Because my parental grandfather, grandmother, majority of the relatives on my parental side are kind of gamblers, and he kind of had a bit of a bad experience growing up with a kind of a compulsive gambler. Or like, it's just, there's nothing abusive my dad went through, it's just like, just not a good experience having faced like young, poor, and keep gambling away savings, all that stuff. Just not a good thing. Or at least 3/4 of it, and kind of like half neglecting the family, all that shit. So he'd rather me do not touch gambling within a fucking radius. Otherwise, he would literally skin me alive. Fucking hell. I really hate these big ass bosses. Oh shit. Oh shit! Fuck! Fucking, I hate these big ass bosses, so annoying. Oh, we have that here too, Mew. We just had a restaurant friend who literally gambled away his entire life savings. He's pretty much broke. He sold his shop. And everything. It's still not enough to pay back the debt that he is owed to the landlord, to taxes, everything. Oh, come on! Ah! Fucking hell! The fucking bastard knocked me out of my special attack. I fucking hate this boss. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to introduce big ass enemies as big as the boss, as big as the arena, just to fuck with you? What the fuck, I miss? You bastard! Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? You bastard! This game does a really interesting thing with your XP. So you have things that so, example, you have 10k XP, you die, you're halfway, you're going from point A to point B, you die in between that point. If you on your way, and it has the standard, you track your way, you pick up your lost XP, you get 10k back, like standard stuff. But if along the way you get hit by an enemy, you take reduced XP every time. So, say for example, every hit takes about 100 XP off from your original amount, and if you die again, you won't lose all of it. The point where you first time lost your XP is now at the new point where you died, and you have that reduced amount, so it won't completely take all your XP away. It just keeps moving the goalposts with reduced XP. You won't lose a whole lot of it at like standard souls. You won't lose them all in one go. You have a chance to get it back, or to prevent yourself from getting, and you have things like consumables that prevent that XP from getting lost when you get hit. How'd I miss? Ah, you bastard! Oh my god, I've lost all my stamina! You see, you block, you lose stamina! You block, you lose stamina. You perfect block, you still lose stamina. You lose stamina regard fucking less. It is easily the worst aspect of this game. They fucking implemented a stamina system tied to parrying. Unlike Sekiro, you have no stamina system. So you can perfectly block to your heart's content or run to your heart's content without having to worry about stamina. But here they added a fucking extra layer of micromanagement for your fucking stamina bar. Fucking ruins it. All they had to do is pick one or the other game. They did a Sekiro and Bloodborne mix that is just bad in general. They should have either gone a full Bloodborne route, which is a standard Souls approach, or they could have gone a Sekiro approach, with no stamina bar in mind. But hell, this just makes it punishing for the sake of punishing you. There's no feeling of like deserved win. Dealing with bosses that just consume stamina, even if you block. There's no win against this. bastard!
The size of that thing! Is that how big they normally get? Anyway, that was a huge takedown, buddy. Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
The first time Cripple Rock, this took me over an hour just to beat this fucker. Well, Mew, everything on New Game Plus is slightly easier.
My eternal master rules this zoo. Markiona, you cannot enter without her. My master will kill you.
Yes, mini-boss. For this mini-boss specifically. A main boss took me... Funny how the mid-game boss took me more longer than the end-game boss, than the final boss of the game. The mid-game boss took me almost like 2 hours, no, almost like an hour and a half. For the DLC final boss took me 2 hours. I now have a saber handle with a fucking pizza cutter. Do these robots remind you of the female ballerinas from Atomic Heart? They stepped on me. Oh, did you play Atomic Heart? Oh. I hate these guys.
Impressive handiwork. I've seen something like this before, but... Wait. Ever heard of the legendary stalker? If not, just keep going. I'll explain later.
This DLC Cripple Rock Tales is a bit more on a smaller scale, per se. Like, it doesn't tell you... it just talks about, like, the story concerned is just more smaller scale, not like some grandiose, saving the world or that shit, like standard Soul stuff again. It's more about a singular character. Like, we're just retracing the journey of that singular character. Oh shit! That's a fucking bamboo. Baboo. With the PP carrot. And saving the world. Yes, we don't want to go... Yes, we do not want to enlarge ourselves anymore. We must focus on this on the micro scale. Okay, it's about... I think I'll just collect these 2 items and then I'll call it here. I know, I started late, but who cares? Maybe tonight I'll come back. You see, the platforming is just so Dark Souls-esque. Yep.
Everything I'm seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master puppeteer.
Alright, I'm just gonna call it here. Thankfully, you don't have to go back to the bonfire to save, you can just save anywhere. 197. Second playthrough. Alright, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Cripple Rock. Thank you, Mew. Ugh. And now my favorite opening theme. I'll be back next time. Bye for now, everyone. Really appreciate everyone stopping by. Work time. Bye-bye.